Hi, my name is Lise Umbarger, and I am a pelvic floor physical therapist here at Preferred Physical Therapy in Lenexa, Kansas. This video is designed for both men and women who may be experiencing pelvic floor pain, secondary to tension myalgia, urinary or bowel incontinence, pain with intercourse, cystocele, rectocele, and or abdominal constipation. This table is from a study by the National Institute of Health showing over 1 in 4 females ages 40 to 59 years old will have one or more of pelvic floor dysfunctions, and almost 40% of the female population ages 60 to 79 will also have at least one pelvic floor dysfunction. So what is a pelvic floor? Here's a model of a pelvis. The pelvic floor is a group of musculature, all of this red in here, that is the most inferior portion of your pelvis and serves multiple purposes such as support for the pelvic organs, urination and defecation control, sexual pleasure, and lumbopelvic stabilization, just to name a few. To do all these things, the pelvic floor needs to coordinate all of its muscles, connective tissue, nerves together simultaneously. This can become disrupted with either surgery, an injury, overuse, poor stabilization, prolapse, trauma to the pelvic region, causing these muscles to become hyperactive. To help combat these hyperactive muscles, research supports pelvic floor stretching and deep breathing to assist in relaxing your pelvic floor muscles. All right, so today you will be guided in your home stretches by Jenny on the right and Addie on the left. They're both physical therapists here in Lenexa with me. The first exercise you'll perform is diaphragmatic breathing. The goal of this exercise is to allow your pelvic floor to relax. Lie on your back with your knees bent. Place one hand on your upper chest and the other just below your rib cage. This will allow you to feel your diaphragm move as you breathe. If keeping your knees bent is not comfortable, place your feet and hips in whatever position makes you comfortable and feel able to relax. Breathe in slowly through your nose so that your stomach moves out against your hand. The hand on your chest should remain as still as possible. As you do this, allow your stomach to fill with air. Do not push out or force air in. As you exhale, your stomach should lower back to its resting position. The hand on your upper chest must remain as still as possible. Your next exercise is the butterfly stretch. This stretches your inner thighs, groins, hips, and low back. You will need 2 fluffy pillows to help support your knees. You will continue to lie on your back with your knees bent. Let your legs fall to the side and place pillows under both knees. Take 10 deep breaths in and out. You should not feel pain and you should feel relaxed. If you don't feel relaxed, add another pillow under each knee to support them more. As you improve, you may be able to remove the pillows from your knees or get smaller ones to use. Remain in this position for the next 30 seconds. Now move your pillow supports off to the side and lie flat on your back with one leg hugged up to your chest and the other one flat on the floor. You may feel a stretch in your glutes. It is okay if you cannot get your leg all the way to your chest. Go until you feel a stretch. Hold this for about 30 seconds. Then, once that 30 seconds is up, with your hips still towards your chest, move your hip with your arm in 5 circles clockwise. And then counterclockwise. This should be relaxing and done with your head flat on the ground to not strain your neck. Repeat this on the other side. This next stretch is similar to the last stretch, only the knee is going to be out to the side of your body instead of directly to your chest. This will stretch more of your inner thigh. Grab one leg behind your thigh and bring it up and out towards your armpit. Hold this for 30 seconds. Repeat on the other side. Now we will do the stretch with both legs at the same time. You may grab your thighs, knees, or ankles depending on your flexibility and comfort. Pull your feet high towards the sky while keeping your knees bent. After holding this for approximately 30 to 60 seconds, you may rock back and forth to continue relaxing your pelvic floor. Go ahead and try this now. The figure 4 stretch you will feel in the glutes. To start, you will continue to lie on your back with one leg bent up. Then, place the other ankle on the knee of your bent leg. You may start to feel a stretch here. If you do, stay in this position for the next 30 seconds. If you do not feel a stretch in your glutes, grab behind your bent leg and pull it towards your chest. You should feel an increase in stretch of the crossed leg. Hold this for the next 30 seconds. If you are holding your leg, go ahead and relax it back down to the starting bent position. Now, while still in this position, rotate the top leg so that your foot is now flat on the floor. This is going to rotate your back and give you a nice stretch through your lower back. Hold this for the next 30 seconds and then repeat for the other side. Next, you'll be rotating your hips back and forth like windshield wipers to stretch them out. Start lying on your back with both knees bent up with your feet wide. Then, rotate one knee at a time to the middle and back to its resting position. Continue this for the next 30 seconds. The next stretch will be in a seated position. The butterfly stretch stretches your inner thighs, groin, hips, and low back. You'll have your knees bent and knees out to the side with the bottom of your feet together. Try to bring your feet as close to your pelvis as possible to feel a better stretch and prevent your low back from tucking under yourself. Hold this for the next 30 seconds. The next stretch you will feel in the back of your thigh. You will need one pillow or a half foam roller to place under your knee instead of having a flat knee. This will help prevent neural irritation. You have one leg straight out with a pillow under your knee while the other is bent. Push your hips back, keeping your back straight to tighten the hamstring, and then lean forward with a very tall chest. Hold this position for the next 30 seconds and then repeat for the other side. For this stretch, you'll be sitting up and rotating your hips back and forth like windshield wipers to stretch them out. Start with both knees bent up. You will want to have your feet wide. Then rotate one knee at a time to the middle and return back to the top. Continue this for the next 30 seconds. Our next exercise will be stretching the front part of your hip muscles that attach to your pelvis. Begin on one knee with your other foot and knee forward. To stretch the front part of your hip, tuck your tailbone by squeezing your buttocks. Next, translate your pelvis forward until you feel a pulling sensation or tightness across the front side of your hip. Remember to keep your pelvis tucked under so that you do not arch your back. In this example, they're both stretching their right hip. Hold this position for the next 30 seconds and then repeat for the other side. The next two exercises, you'll be on your hands and knees. This is called cat-cow, and it's to help stretch out your back. Once on your hands and knees, you will sink your back down as far as you can into a C shape and hold for 5 seconds. Now push your back up into a half moon position and hold for 5 seconds. Continue this for the next 30 seconds. While still on your hands and knees, move your knees out wide. You will keep your arms out in front and let your bottom sink towards your heels. If you have shoulder problems, you can bend your elbows and rest your head on your hands. It is okay to not have your bottom touch your heels. You just want to feel a stretch throughout your low back. Hold this for the next 30 seconds. Thanks for joining us today. If you have any problems during this video, please contact your healthcare provider.